Shalom, 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 Israel. First one, give all praises to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. I ask that you all bear with me. I know a lot of people been patient and waiting on me to say something, trying to see where I'm going, if I'm going to go this way or not. I just believe I'm going to move when the Lord asks me to move and not when man want me to move. When he puts something on my heart, then I guess I have to be obedient and share it to you guys. So here I am. I had a few lessons that I did actually want to address. It's been a lot going on in the world, throughout the few years. Through my transition, I would say I was in the world for a while, for a very long while, but I've also been in the fold for a very long while. But I've been growing, different stages and different levels. But these last few years have been very overwhelming, I must say. And it's time for me to address a few things. When I speak, I want to say most of the stuff that I address, I probably went through personally. Probably saw it in my immediate circle. So I know a lot of these things about what I'm talking about. I didn't just up and make an abrupt decision. Most people that know me know I make calculated decisions. I'm going to see things through before I see what's going on. And here we are at this. So before I get to rambling and all this other stuff, let me just say, okay, we got this world going upside down. We got COVID going every which way. Women selling their body parts every which way, men giving in to it every which way, and I think it all come back to the fact that nobody seems to know God anymore. Well, they think they know God, but I beg to differ, because if you knew God, then we would see God in your actions. And with that being said, I'm going to start with this lesson that I have. It say, who is God that I shall obey? And this is what I see out of my people for the most part right now as a world, moving in the ways of Pharaoh. What's that? Exodus, I believe, 5:2. When he tells Moses was asking Pharaoh to release the Israelites and let them go so they can go and do the Lord's business and what was intended. And I believe, let me give me a few seconds, I will grab it. I don't want to say nothing that's not right. But we have it, Exodus 5:2. When Pharaoh says, who is your God that I shall obey him? Just give me a second, bear with me. I told you this is my first lesson. I'm really good on one-on-ones and stuff like that, I know the word, but not like, well, some of my brothers can be going to these scriptures like quick. I know the word, I know the scriptures, but pinpoint them is still not my niche right there, but just back with me. Yeah, 5:2, Exodus 5:2. Pharaoh says, who is the Lord that I shall obey his voice to let Israel go? And I want to address some few things out of this situation. The fact of who is the Lord. The next question would be, people may ask, why should I listen to the Lord? And then last but not least, I would say, do you know God? Like a lot of us don't know who God is. We think we know who God. Pharaoh thought he knew who God was, but he knew who idols and all this other stuff was. He didn't know who God was himself, And it goes to show you, that's why we got all the pestilence and stuff that was going on. So until he found out who the Lord was, eventually he saw it that way, and it didn't go good for him, but he found out. Here we go here. Yeah, exactly. Chapter 5, 2, the Pharaoh says this. Okay, and then last thing I was going to address is who is Israel. So, try to take them notes and follow with me. I'm going to try to keep up with myself and keep up with you all, being mindful that I am talking to some other people. I would say the first scripture I would probably say that I would bring up about who is the Lord. Let's go to Psalms 54:4. Let's see what that says. Psalms 54:4 says, "Behold, God is my helper. The Lord is with them that uphold my soul." We like to refer to him as Yahweh, which is his actual name, but the Bible has it written as God, so that's what I said. Well, we can go by that. Behold, God is my helper. The Lord is with them that uphold my soul. And when I look at that, God is everything, He's above all, without him we have nothing, I have learned in my ways when being out in the world that, I used to think I was in control of things, but really I didn't know which way was up and down, never was really grounded, so to speak. The ground seemed like it was always moving beneath my feet, and I have noticed that, as I learned to step back and let the Lord guide me, I tend to be a little bit more stable in my ways. I don't move in error so many ways. I tend to be a little cautious about how I move, and that was one of the signs that I learned about addressing him. I remember being on the street corner one day. People used to always give us these pamphlets and stuff, and everybody got a God, I see these Muslim pamphlets, I see these Christian pamphlets, Jehovah's Witness pamphlets, or whatever case may be. Everybody got a God, and they so strung out on dying for it and believing that that's what it is, and I was always respectful of a person's beliefs or whatever case may be, but I tend to move and carry in my own ways, and I guess I'm gonna take this time to share a little small testimony with you guys. I remember crying out to myself, I said, man, who is this God that everybody seems to know? I know God exists, but how everybody seems to know which way is up and down, and kind of similar to where we at now, and lo and behold, he took my power away from me, He took me in a place where I had no choice but to see, understand, and recognize who he is, and I kind of want to encourage this, but I don't want to encourage this for a lot of people, because you have to be prepared for what he's going to show you, Now, I guess I was prepared for it, but I didn't know what was going to happen to me, and I ended up in a very in a rough situation where I had to really sit here and lean on a new understanding. I had to trust on something that I didn't know before at once upon a time, and it was a little eerie, but at the same time, it was comfortable, if that makes any sense to you. Like, it's because the eerie part is because I'm going into a land of unknown. I don't really know where I'm going with this, but I'm willing to see where it's going on, where it's going to, and at the same time, the things that I'm being shown can't be really explained. You know, he's doing miraculous things, you know, and showing me the stuff that, you know, I had to really humble and sit back and realize. And that itself became a little eerie because it kept showing, every time I have doubt, or maybe not even doubt, but just want to sit back and see how it play out, he would come through for us, you know. So I don't want to get too far off into it, but I'm sure if you stick around and hear me speak, you're going to probably get to the bottom of it. But it was a long testimony, for real, and I don't want to get off the lesson. But yeah, surely God is my helper. You know, he's the one who sustained me. I will agree with that. And if you go into Psalms 62, 7 to 8, it will tell you about the Lord being your salvation, your honor, someone that you can depend on, you know what I'm saying? And I found that out as well. You know, it's been times where we always think that we lean on our own understanding and we in control of things. I can do this, and all this. And then, like I say, when he take that power away from you and you realize you can't do nothing, you know, I'm one of the people, I used to play with that money. You know what I'm saying? I like money. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my people do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a timid person. You know what I'm saying? So you could say a person believe in power and money. You know, and I know a lot of people that came up with me believe in such a way. You know what I'm saying? But I also watch how no matter what amount of money you have, it can make you powerless. I can see however much power you think you have, you could become and get rendered weak. You know, have nothing, not a helpmate, not a dollar, not a bullet, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just out here, left Willie hanging. Shout out to R. Kelly. Case in point. You know what I'm saying? Brotherhood, everything. You know what I'm saying? And now here it is. May the Lord have mercy on his soul. That's all I'm gonna say about that. You know, but like I said, I've seen places where people got millions of dollars. And then them people will put a bond hold on you and hit you with something like $1 or give you a bond. It's reachable. Oh, $5,000. That's nothing, but it's $5,000 in one. It's no way to pay a dollar bill in that type of system. That way, you're stuck. It's no way you can get out of that. You know what I'm saying? They come and hook you up, man. I seen them click people up so serious out here in these streets, man. And when they want you, they gonna come get you. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing. Ain't no way around it. And there's nothing you can do about that. But I'm not gonna go all off into that, Joe. Just understand that you're not as powerful as you think. And when you think you so high up, sometimes when we go up there, and we get so high up in the clouds, man, when he come and hit you, when he come talk to you, it's gonna be an ugly downfall. You know what I'm saying? So I suggest you humble yourself and get some clarity about yourself now. But a lot of people think that they in control of things. And I'm gonna step back for a second, cause you know, yeah, let me ask you this too. All these gods, all these so-called, I can do this and I can do that. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody control me. Somebody explain to me this here. How many of y'all really think that you in control of when you lay down and go to sleep? How many of you really think that you in control of when you wake up in the morning? You have no power and control over these things. When that body is tired, I don't care what you do, how many drugs you pop, or whatever case may be, when it's time for them eyes to rest, please understand you're going to fold. You know what I'm saying? And when it's time to wake up, and if it's time to wake up and you open them eyes, please understand that you don't have the power to do that. You're rendered helpless at this point in time. So it got to be something greater than you in control of that. But let's move on. Because hey, you see, I almost got passion. See, this is another thing that I want to be cautious about this, because boy, your boy get the fire burning around here, man. So I'm trying to remain humble, trying to remain peaceful, so these people can get an understanding of where I'm trying to go. You know, because I deal with a lot of walks of people. You know, So I try to, be fair to all of you, but at the end of the day, this is where I'm at, so let's move on. Who is the Lord? Again, I have another scripture that says in Exodus 3:13, I am who I am. Yeah, we all know that. At least I like to believe that we all know that. When Moses was saying unto Yahweh, he said, behold, when I come unto the children of Israel and say unto them that the God of your fathers have sent me unto you, and they shall say to me, what is his name? What shall I say unto him? And God said unto Moses, I am that I am. I said thus, shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, I am, have sent me unto you. So that's kind of pretty self-explanatory, man, to me. If you have any kind of common sense, I am who I am means I am. Everything that you see is me. Everything beneath this sun, above the sun, everything created is because of I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, back to what I was telling you about the sleep. It's no greater power than thus said the Lord. It bothers me sometimes when people say these things. Who is God? Who is this? And I be like, look around you. But in all fairness, at this state of where this world is and how people acting, I almost can't even say that anymore. Because the things that you should be able to see and acknowledge him and understand, they are taking it away from you. You become blind and you can no longer see these things. It is sad. People be like, what really keeps you content? What keeps you going? What people don't understand, I'm one of the most naturalistic people. The things that the Lord himself had his hands on and created is the things that gives me peace for the most part. I like to look at the water. Sometimes I go and I just sit there and I listen and I watch it move. I watch how it reacts when it hits these rocks. It never hits the rock the same, not one time. I look at humanity. I look at the people. How you meet people and you be like, he look familiar, he look like so-and-so, but at the same time, it's his own person. Even you got twins, look identical, so to speak, but it's always something that make them a little bit different. And you got all these billions and billions of souls and souls around here that have come, and he made it that you are unique. No matter how many of us that come around here, you got this one little unique fingerprint that makes you who you are. And I think that's incredible to me. I like the way to look at the landscapes of the mountains sometimes and have natural things. Like these are things. This is how you see God. You know what I'm saying? When you see good things in certain people, maybe animals or certain things, you know what I'm saying? Where a person showed the kindness out of their heart when they really didn't have to. Or one may give themselves for a situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are characteristics, you know what I'm saying, that people don't really see because they not moving in the ways, but they moving in the ways of Pharaoh. They moving in the ways of Satan. You know what I'm saying? They want to move in the ways of the so-called, I go there, but I'm going to try to be cool, I'm just touching down. I don't want no flags, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm talking about, man. Hey, man, this government a mother, and we know who in control of that, so you can put it how you want to put it. But let's just be real around here, But let's keep going, because once again, you're going to get me passionate, but that's the great I am. The Lord is, Isaiah 40:28 tells you the Lord is everlasting, the creator of the earth. I just told you that, which he was always be. You can check it out and look at it yourself. I'm gonna tell you another thing about me myself is I I really pretty much prefer to deal with people that I already know a little bit about this thing. Know about these scriptures. I don't really like dealing with babies too much. I don't like people to keep on asking me out. I'm not here to do your work for you. I cannot do your work for you. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of like irritate me when you come into my situation and you don't do your work. So I always try to encourage you. You notice in my posts, that's kind of like on purpose. I don't go put scriptures and stuff on my script on my post all the time. I put the hashtags because that's where y'all hears at. That's what you see. That's what you understand. You know what I'm saying? But if you notice and you pick up, some of the brothers, the Israelites or whatever, they know what I'm talking about. They know what I'm in. They encourage, they push the like button or whatever because they know it's scripture related. But what I'm encouraging you to do, if you want to challenge me or you don't believe me or whatever, then go pick up your Bible and go figure this thing out for yourself. Because this is the problem I'm having here. That all you want to go around here and do everything that these people tell you to do. You listen to everything these people tell you to do. But when one of your brothers or somebody that been through these things and know what they talking about telling you something, you don't want to listen. You don't want to hear them. And the answer's right here. Man, I ain't never told nobody no lies. Even when I'm in the streets, I'm going to give it to you 100. If I seen it, if I saw it, because, hey, man, it is what it is. I encourage you to find out for yourself. I cannot make you. And that's one of the things they're going to tell you about in the end. And in this walk is that I cannot do it for you. So I'm encouraging you to do it yourself so you can find out that what I'm telling you is the truth. But let's move forward on with this. I want to address this a little bit more because I see that my time going a little bit long. I got other things to do. I didn't mind doing this. I'm not trying to rush the Lord or whatever case may be, but I only got 24 hours in the day. You know what I'm saying? So I try to be mindful of that. And I don't want to hold you all up, more importantly, especially with my first video. You know what I'm saying? So I want to try to move on a little bit. I don't want people to be like, dang, that boy talk a lot. I can talk about something I'm passionate about. That's for sure. But let's address the fact of obeying his voice. Why should you obey the Lord's voice? Let's go with that a little bit. I can speak for myself, like I say, some of the things that he showed me, when I was humble and, I learned that it's best that I should do so, speaking as a child of Israel and know what I've come through from and understand of the Bible. We go back to Exodus days and the things that he did for my forefathers, I think it was a beautiful thing, and to watch how wrathful he can become if you don't do these things. I think it's a beautiful thing too, and if you know how wrathful he can be, I encourage you to also just be in line, because being in line is really not as bad as you think, man. It's more peaceful than you people like to make it out to be. I don't know what this world making you think of it is, but I've been way more peaceful here than I ever been out there, and that's just hands down. I can't argue with that. Let's go to, here's another thing I wanted to address too. While we go, John 4:24, but it was another thing I wanted to address here. If you noticed, I'm gonna, like I said, it was a few things I wanted to address, and some kind of way I'm gonna try to intertwine them all into this one little lesson real quick, because I remember I put a post up here. First of all, whatever I put on my page is on my page. Yeah, I try to be mindful of y'all, but at the same time, be cool, Joe. Be cool. Don't come talking to me about what I put on my page, especially about this Bible and about the Messiah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna respect you and your belief or whatever. You don't believe in the Lord or whatever, that is what it is. But don't come talking to me about that, because you gonna get on my bad side or something. You kind of rub me the wrong way, man. But case in point, you know, I know a lot of Israelites say they don't believe in the New Testament. They only believe in the Old Testament. So you're going to see me do some Old Testament, some New Testament things, because I believe in the Bible, the entire Bible. You know, that's one of my things and my issues with the Quran. You can't believe in part of the Bible and not the other part. I ain't never believed in part of a nigga and not the other part of a nigga. I ain't never believed in part of a story and not the other part of the story. You either going to believe or not believe. There's no other way around that with me. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going to pick something up and part of it don't sit with me well or whatever, it rub me some type of way, I'm canceling the whole thing. I ain't got nothing else for it, for real, for real. I ain't finna hold you. You know what I'm saying? So, that kind of don't make sense to me. You know, when the Quran tells you to go and follow the laws of Abraham or whatever, it's self-explanatory. Then I need to be going and pick that book up and follow the laws of Abraham. You know, if you say you Old Testament and don't believe in the New Testament, I gotta go into another lesson for that, for real, for real. And I will bring that out. But it's like null and void to me. I feel like you might as well just put the book down, because in the beginning of the book it tells you about the Lord, you know, and it tells you about the Lord from the beginning to the end, you know. So I don't understand this, you know, when you say that to me, that you don't believe, and if the Messiah hasn't came by now, I don't understand how he's supposed to be coming. Because how, if we so messed up and can't even basically, some of us can't even tell us what tribe we supposed to be coming from. How is we gonna tell you what the Lord coming from? And it tells you these in scriptures that you're supposed to be from the tribe of Judah. You know, so much evidence that stuff happened already and everything, that I'm not even gonna go off into that and get off of my square. But don't come in my page with that goofy, man. I promise you, man. So yeah, you're gonna see some scriptures come from me from the Old and the New Testament. If you want to leave my video, don't want to hear me out, and your mind and eyes that closed and blinded, where you want to partake and, you know, go this way, oh well. If you want to stick around and hear me out and find out why I'm saying this, then you're more welcome to say. Because I always tell people, the Old Testament and New Testament is pretty much the same. They both confirm one another. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that things is all complete and perfect. You know what I'm saying? But it's up to you to at least pick it up, figure this thing out, and study for yourself to figure that part out. But let's move on. What I say, John 4:24, I believe we're supposed to be going to. Bear with me, people, man. I told you, man, like, this is new to me. You know, I'm good with one-on-ones talking. I know what I'm talking, but to, you know, give my lesson to somebody or whatever, this is a little bit different for me. And I'm not doing it for no, I'm doing it because the Lord keep asking me to do it. I don't like talking to people. I'm just going to be honest. But the Lord keeps saying I got to do what's required of me. So here we are, man. 4:24, John 4:24. God is spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. I might end up going a little fast with this one, because I think it goes kind of hand in hand with knowing God, who God is. You know, like that's part of answering that question. And what I want to say is, when your spirit is in line, when your spirit is right, I think that's when you can really get to understand who God is and what's required of that spirit. You know, a lot of people say they know God, and it don't show, you know. And what I mean by that, because if you kind of wrapped up in this world, you know, going after the worldly ways, it's going to be real hard for God to show up and talk to you. Because the ways of this world is so far away from God, it's not even funny. Yeah, let's go and get into it. I see so much hatred, you know, it's towards one of another, mainly and particularly, even against our own seeds, our own sons, our own daughters, maybe even self-inflicted hatred that I'm seeing amongst my people. But they keep walking around and believing they know God, or even get to be crying out, trying to get an understanding to figure out who God is. God won't help me, God. Why would he help you? He tells you, when you go after these type of ways, when you partake in these ways, you are doing deeds of another father. You're doing deeds of another being. You're doing deeds of another spirit, another entity. You know, that's all evil, bad. You know, characteristics. How do you expect a blessing to come from such a vile state? It doesn't happen. It's not going to happen. You know, God shows up where the just is, where the heart is, where the peace is. You know, where people that's doing things of that characteristic. Let's see, I wanted to go into some more. I thought I had another one over here on John. Maybe that's farther down, but maybe we gonna come down. But the Lord, man, his characteristics, you would know. Like, let me put this down for a second, because, like I say, I deal with the scripture and I also deal with this thing called life here. And I want to address something while we on this point of this hatred and how I see this world turning, with how it go. And you show me some things about it, and you tell me if these people know God or not. I've watched mothers prepare their daughters to basically sell their bodies, or, you know, dial them up to prepare themselves to be intercourse, or prepare for the world, so to speak, to be into the dating life and things. Knowing and understanding the things of how this so-called dating life and all that dolled up behavior and things have gotten her. You know what I'm saying? And most of the time they move so fast, and with the wrong understanding, it's a lot of abuse that comes with that. So why rush that child into this? I see men do it to young men. My elders did to me. They didn't know no better. They didn't mean no harm. You know, the ones that was around, you know. But, you know, they going in and out of jail. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, here they encourage me to follow after their ways. They love me. She love her. You know what I'm saying? How can we say these things? You know, when you teach and train a person to go after something that you know is going to hurt them. You know, it talks about that in the scripture too. And I'm going to get to that, but I'm trying to wait on that. God forbid I out of time, you know, but if not, you know, go check Deuteronomy 28 out. We encourage you all the time. If you don't read nothing else, I encourage you to go and read Deuteronomy 28, because it's a lot of meat and understanding in that that'll tell you about why we going through what we going through, and how we move the way we move. But when I understood that, you know, love, you know, is one thing I'm going to say about me. Even when I was in my ways, I was always passionate. You know, I'm born and raised in the church, first of all, I will say that. You know, I did go off and go into my own ways, and then I came back, you know. But my heart was always, pure. I might went through some corrupt training or whatever case may people try to put me into stuff and show me things that I probably shouldn't have learned. I will say that, but I never really held malice in my heart. I'm not a person that want to see bad or do bad into another person. And with that being said, I guess while I was in my ways, I didn't go too far off where I wasn't able to come back, and even when I was in my mess, I couldn't encourage another person to come and partake into my mess with me. I couldn't train another person to go through my mess or tell them go try that, do that, little brother. I remember my little brothers, my first little brothers, was like way mad at me because they used to hear the stories about me in the streets and stuff and everything, and they like, why he not doing it no more, or why he not showing me, giving me, because I know it's a consequences for them action, and because I truly do love you, I don't want to see you go through that. I'm not going to even teach that type of folly to you. What I'm going to tell you to do is to go the opposite way. Figure something else out. If I can figure out something positive for you to do and you can do some of these things, I'm all for it. But what I'm not going to do is teach you how to hurt yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we need to stop doing. We need to stop that, man. Let's get back to it. What I want to tell you all. They say, I know not the Lord. There are a few different scriptures. Some of them I'm not sure if I really want to use or if I feel like they're really that important. But I will say, in Numbers 23:19, it tells you that God is not a human, that he should lie or change his mind. That was another reason why I would encourage you to try to follow after his ways. We try everything else. We listen to everybody else. You listen to man and all these other things, man. But just try him out. Man switch up on you every day. Your girl will switch up on you every day, man. You get popped off. Get popped off tomorrow. I don't care how much you spending on that girl, how much time you spending on that girl. Get popped off, get some numbers, and see what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Shorty, she gone, y'all. You know what I'm saying, B? Don't kill yourself for no dreams, man, for no illusions, man. Y'all gotta stop it, man. You gotta stop it, B. When you know better, you do better, man. I'm trying to tell y'all something, man. Women too, man. Out here selling y'all self for a little bit of nothing, man. You can't do what men do. I keep hearing what you saying. I keep trying, and we can bounce back and all that. No, you can't bounce. Ain't that much bounce back in the world, man. Joe, man, I wish I had a rubber band or something around here real quick, and so I could demonstrate something to you. This thing probe that hole, man, and it get loose. You might tighten back up for me. Then this thing come probe that hole, bam, bam, bam. You might get, and then it tighten back. Then this one come, and just keep going. It just keep, and then some of y'all so hot that y'all just keep stuffing stuff down up in there, man, and to the hole just become something ridiculous, man. You can put a whole baseball down thing, man. You need to get your mind together, people. Get your mind together, man. But let's get back to it, man. You try everybody else but the Lord, man. But the Lord ain't gonna switch up. Everything he tell you remain the same. Everything that he just said, he done did. He ain't broke no promises or nothing. We break promises every day, but yet you continue to trust man. So check that out and get that understanding, man. You know better, you do better. I'm keep telling you. I'm not even gonna spend a whole lot of time with that, man. Because once you start following the line and doing these things, you're gonna find out who the Lord is and why you should trust him and do these certain things, We go to nobody, Yeah, here's another one. I might use this one too, because I want to address it. It goes hand in hand. Psalms 18:30, when talks about God is perfect, you know, and He shields those that take refuge in Him. I remember telling you all about this sense of peace I had, you know, and I don't think it's no protection like Yahweh's protection. Lean not on your own understanding, you know. Kind of go back when I was telling you about that money and power, man. I put a video up the other day. Could have went either way, for real, you know. We always think we're in control of something, and I can handle this and I can handle this. So I don't really know the whole situation, what led that brother to go and pull that move on him. But what I do know is one brother was trying to go into his home, and the other one was trying to get him to check it out on some other things. Now, what the Lord and the devil didn't tell this man, or whatever you want to call it, the spirit, I ain't tell his brother, is that while you think you in control or whatever, you really don't have no control. He went over there thinking he was in control of a situation, and in a half a second he found out that he had not. Boy knocked his head off straight up, you know. And I don't know the brother's situation, if he had a relationship with the Lord or whatever, but I do know that's somewhere how the Lord moves, you know. When He show up, He can show out, man. And He shows up in a split second sometimes, you know. But when you lean not on your own understanding, and you trust and guide into the Lord, you will see this as well too. You would learn that when I'm not in control of situations, He's in control. It's been so many times I could tell you so many testimonies about where I cannot explain how certain things happen to me, but they happen. You know what I'm saying? And I know that has nothing to do with me, but the grace and the power of Yahweh. You understand me? My video going a little bit long. I didn't expect this to be this long. So let's go about and talk about who the children of Israel is a little bit, and why you should hearken to Him so much. You know, because I know a lot of people have been reading the Bible all wrong, or think they know the Bible, think it's a slave man book and all these things that they say. Deuteronomy 28 is kind of long, but it's a lot of good meat in here, and the answers to your questions are into this book, you know. So I encourage you to go over this book, because I'm not going to probably have enough time to go over this, but I'm, kind of scheme over it, but I'm giving understanding to you about why we should be listening to Him, why we need to stop obeying Satan, this government, and these people ways. Stop trying to chase after these people dreams and come back into to the fold, man. Because that's the only way we going to get somewhere, man. If it was about money and power and numbers and stuff, we'd have did it already. We got the numbers. We got the money, if you really want to be sure. We got prominent people out here with some numbers, Joe. But we just don't have that. It's not meant, because we not going back into these scriptures, man. It's no power, money that can save you, Joe, for real, for real. We not have no unity. You got people running around believing in rocks and all type of folly. You know what I'm saying? We can't even unite. When we unite back into the true God, and to the one true God, Yahweh, you know what I'm saying? That's when we can get somewhere, for real, for real. It's not gonna be no money. You try and put money into a government that's controlling you. It tells you into this too. Yeah, you can borrow money from them, but hey, I bet you he'll never borrow a dollar for you, the way this going. You know what I'm saying? Because why? He always got his foot on our neck, and that's not how it's supposed to be. Why? Because we keep chasing after his stuff instead of chasing after our own, building our own, protecting our own, creating our own. I'm so sick of y'all shooting my brothers, man. You know what I'm saying, bro? I don't want to hear that hatred. I don't want to hear what he did. I done lost so many brothers. The get back is real, man. For real, for real. But you know what, man? I understand that is not how we going to get somewhere. That's not going to accomplish nothing. All they're going to do is to get back and to get back and to get back and niggas getting locked up and clinked up and put in boxes, man. Just stop. Somebody got to be man enough to stop, man. You know what I'm saying? So we can move on, get better. How you have all that hatred and energy towards your brother, but you ain't going to do nothing to that man, Joe? And that's the reason why you up in here for real, for real. But, yeah, no, for real is because your transgressions. You mad at him because you following after him, trying to chase some dreams that he ain't even trying to chase. This nigga minding his business somewhere on a yacht with some holy-ass shoes, pardon my language. You know what I'm saying? Old T-shirt even here. He still wearing his favorite T-shirt from high school, clocking millions on us, while we spending every dollar we can try to be like him. And he ain't even being like, he trying to be like us. Every day you look up, they trying to be like us, trying to keep us from being who we are. Everybody in this world know who we are except we. Please pick your Bible up and read Deuteronomy 28. Well, I want to hit some of these scriptures with you all, man. Deuteronomy 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign, for a wonder, and for thee seed, for the cattle. No, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. I think I got to go down a little bit. When he talks about 49, yes, that's what I want. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle fleeth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. This is America. This is America. This is that. Remember that song he was telling you about? This is what he's telling you about. This is America. You know what I'm saying? A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor shall favor to the young. Do they care about your old? Do they care about your young? No. Bro, these people so heartless, man. I done seen them people put people out in the cold, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about nothing but a dollar, man. I don't care what you give me. Here we go again, R. Kelly. Let's talk about it. I don't care what he did, how many songs he made, whatever, nigga, you gotta go down. This is how they get. When they ready to get you, they ready to get you. What my homie Bill Cosby? Bill Cosby, man, when they ready to come get you, they ready to get you. It ain't nothing you can do about these things, man. Ain't no power, no money gonna stop you, man. You please understand, you behind enemy lines. You gonna stay behind enemy lines till it's time to go home. Because we being disobedient. You're going to continue to be disobedient. You're going to shake some booty after this. You know? I'm so sick of that. You know, I said, I got to let, I'm still on dress. I used to say this robe. I got this robe. The robe's so disgusting, I can't even look at it no more. I kept trying to save. I wanted to show you all yourself. But everybody swear they so much they own. But you're so much like the next. That's why you can't keep nothing. That's why you don't have no real value. Because you don't even know who you are. You so busy trying to be like Beyonce. You trying to be like the next person. You done lost your value. You know what I'm saying? You out here selling yourself. Everybody know what you look like. You know what I'm saying? You having the clothes that you wearing, you might as well be naked. Don't no real man, and a man that's gonna tell you otherwise ain't a real man. He's a chump. He's somebody that want to hump on you. That's all he want to do. He ain't gonna tell you the real truth, or he probably hurt. But real man ain't gonna want his woman out there, his daughter out there, flying around like that. You know what I'm saying? A real woman wouldn't want to do that to herself or want her child do that. Man, do some of you people have mirrors, man? I be wondering sometimes, Joe. You know, man, let's get it. Let's get it, man. But please read this chapter, man, because it's long and my video is long, you know. But, you know, in this scripture, it tells you about how we get here and why we are where we at. At the beginning of these curses, We had an ultimatum. And we chose to make this ultimatum. Nobody else made this ultimatum but these people. These so-called black people that you got over here in America. Talking about, yeah, we do all that you said, that you said we would do. This is the words that come out of our mouth. We still say these words, man. Yeah, I got, oh yeah, but then do we keep them? No. No. We go do our own thing. Soon as the Lord get us out of jam or whatever, we can forget. Oh man, appreciate it. Yeah, appreciate it. Go back to your own way. You gotta come up out of it. You gotta stop playing, man, because it's getting real out here, man. My people say, well, we in the fourth, it's getting clutch, man. Let me see what you can do, man. I ain't impressed with all that stuff that you showing me, man. I done seen a million women shake their booties, man. It's so sick. It's sickening. It make me want to throw up at this point. I'm tired of seeing it, man. Find you something else to do, man. Get something besides yourself. And then you dancing to the greater music. I be remember asking women, all you listening to is the beat. This man talking about you so bad you don't even know what it is, man. Let's just go, man. But you know, man, yeah, read the lesson. Read the lesson. We gotta come up out of this, man. You know, I just wanted to give y'all a chance to get understanding me, hear me out a little bit, see where I'm at. You know, everybody want to say something. It's a lot of biting going on in Israel. I ain't here for all that, not that, man. I'm about getting myself right, getting my people right, so we can move forward as a people, man. I'm tired of going through what we going through, man. We gotta get better, man. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to get nowhere unless we learn to open our eyes, man, and see what's really going on around here, man. Stop thinking that this white man gave you this book and this book belonged to him. This is your book. This is your book. Your book that was stolen, just like everything else that tells you in Deuteronomy 28. Everything you put your hands on, that man gonna take something from it. He gonna dollar. That's another reason why it's so hard for me to build sometimes. Because everything you touch, that man gotta put his hand on it, man. Y'all rise, man. Get your head right, man. Shalom, man. I'm out.